Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Forecaster Josiah Acheampong here with your latest weather update at this hour. Beginning currently with our satellite view, you can take a look at the panhandle and portions of eastern New Mexico. And what you'll notice is we are starting to see some of those cloud tops try to bubble up. See those cumulus clouds from a different perspective there from outer space. What you will notice is that it's the southern and central portions of the panhandle that are starting to see some of those thunderstorms isolated in nature begin to fire up at this point in time. But as we take a look right now at our sky cam there in Clarendon, you can see a little water droplet there on the lens as a thunderstorm or rain shower moves over the area at this point in time. And again, in the far background, what you'll notice is some of those cumulus clouds associated with some of those storms trying to fire up across the area. Now, the good news about some of these storms is that they're going to be sub-severe for the most part. I don't think the severe storms is going to be a problem or an issue this afternoon and evening. There's just not enough wind shear and the components just aren't all there for some of those storms to try and fire up. Taking a look at our radar right now, what you will notice is that we do have a couple of storms popping up across the area. Taking a quick look uh, at our radar there in portions of in the northeastern panhandle near Canadian. We'll see a couple of thunderstorms firing up there between Booker. You'll see a couple of storms firing up there. You see those bright reds, purples indicating some stronger thunderstorms trying to develop there. But all in all, they are sub-severe, probably some gusty winds at this point in time, but the torrential downpours is definitely something that we're looking at. And even taking a look a little bit further south near Shamrock, over by Ramsdale, you'll see a cell moving over into that area again as well. We're seeing most of these storms just bring heavy downpours across portions of the panhandle. So nothing really to worry about in terms of severe storms, but mainly you are going to notice some of these thunderstorms fire up sporadically throughout the evening. Across the region. So definitely going to want to keep your umbrella handy if you do have any evening or afternoon plans because you never know when a thunderstorm might pop up. But the favorable area is seeming to be just south and east, I would say, of Dumas, Guyman. That's probably the region where we are starting to see some of those thunderstorms fire up. Taking a look at our temperatures, we are in the 90s across the board, with the exception of Childress there at 85 degrees, 95 there in Amarillo, 96 in Hereford, 92 in Clovis. So pretty much a nice warm day across the panhandle. But if at any point you've been outside or planning going outside, you'll notice that it does feel a little muggy out there. Our dew points are in the 60s and 50s. And what you'll notice is that that's also where some of our storms are firing up. Those are where the conducive conditions for those thunderstorms to try and fire up are currently planting themselves. Perryton have a dew point of 62, 63 there in Shamrock, 68 there in Childress. So those are going to be some of the favorable areas for those storms to try and pop up and put down a good batch of rain for a short period of time. Taking a look at our planner for the rest of this evening, you'll notice that much of us could see sporadic chances of showers and thunderstorms throughout the rest of this evening, but definitely something to look out for as well. Let's time all this out as we take a look at the rest of our evening and into the day tomorrow, where we could have a chance for additional thunderstorms to arise. Taking a look right now, you'll see that the model is trying to pick up some of those isolated storms that will fire up. It's not perfect, so don't take this as gospel, but it is trying to bring a batch of rain into Amarillo around the 8 o'clock time frame. So definitely something to look out for. But you'll notice that as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, we'll clear out for the most part. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s to begin our Monday in the work week. Temperatures rising into the low to mid 90s tomorrow, but you will notice we do have a chance for isolated thunderstorms to return to portions of the area. At, at this point in time, the model is indicating that, again, it's going to be generally isolated to scattered depending on where you are. So definitely want to keep an eye to the sky and keep it right here for your weather updates as we go into Tuesday. Same similar setup. We're a little bit warmer though to begin the day. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We battle with cloud cover, but we couldn't see additional isolated thunderstorm chances to try and fire up. We clear out Tuesday evening for the most part. But the issue is with all this rain that we're seeing, we could pick up a couple tenths to close to an inch of rain In fact, the future rain here is picking up on Clarendon over the next 2 days or so, picking up about almost an inch, just shy of an inch of rain. Amarillo just over half an inch, as well as Clayton. So not a perfect science, but definitely indicating that some areas can pick up a couple of beneficial rain showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. Taking a look at a flood concern, it's going to be highest today, although it is low today generally. The storms are kind of taking their time. There's nothing really moving them along, so they are slow moving. So once you get that thunderstorm to fire up and kind of sit over the same area, that's what can cause some of those flooding concerns. That's why we do have a low chance for the flood concern to be an issue. Taking a look at your day tomorrow, we will have temperatures rising into the 80s and 90s tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be a beautiful day as you try and plan out your Monday and get your work week started. But overall general pattern, we'll notice that this area of high pressure will eventually move further west over to the southwest. But by the time we get into later this week, it's going to break down and weaken a bit, and that could expose us to some rain chances. As we take a look at our 7 day forecast, we'll notice that much of the week we are dry, besides Monday and Tuesday with those isolated storm chances. Temperatures remain slightly below average or around average, but overall seasonable for a wide swath of the area and for this week. And then as we kind of get to next weekend, we could see some isolated storms try to make their way back to the area, but we'll see what the pattern holds. Make sure to tune in for our 5:30 show this evening, 10 p.m. show as well. I hope you all